Art, thank you so much for making time for me, especially because, I got to say, it must be thrilling to know being part of Cirque du Soleil, knowing that traveling around the world and presenting such an artistic entertainment value to families, to people, and to let people know that, whatever you can imagine can appear. It can happen, and it's shown through Cirque du Soleil. How does it feel being able to inspire people like that?
Well, I feel like I'm extremely fortunate to have the job that I do have. I mean, for all the reasons that you mentioned, we travel around the world. We put on amazing shows that bring a lot of happiness to people from, so many different cultures, so many different countries, language groups that we performed for. And it's really nice to see the universality of what we do at Cirque du Soleil with a show like Corteo. So I'm working with people that are really inspiring in their passion for what they do. And to be in that environment on a daily basis is just amazing.
It also must be amazing, too, and I would say difficult but fun when you have to think about, okay, you know what, we've had this great show, we have this great run, but guess what? Now it's the next stage. Let's think of a new show. Let's think of new costumes. Let's think of new backgrounds. I could not imagine what you guys must go through coming up with all of this.
Well, it's certainly a team effort. And, when we have an idea for a new show, we put together a creative team around that idea. And all those people come in with their backgrounds, their ideas, their creativity, their specific knowledge as to what they do in a live show, whether they're an expert in acrobatics, in costumes, in music, in choreography, in stage design, in, any number of things. And all of those people coming together are what makes that something special happen, because it really is way too much to think that one person could do that. It really is a huge team collaborative effort to put these shows together.
But the other thing that you guys do also, we talked about the inspiration and stuff, but you guys also in your shows give hope. I mean, in today's world, a lot of crazy things are going on, but in your shows, you show love to the earth itself, love for people, love for unity, and that we can make things happen. Why is that important to really represent that in your shows?
Well, I just think for what you summed up there is really, really important. I mean, Cirque du Soleil is not involved in politics per se, but what we do, I think, by showing what is possible when people work together and when they do it with the objective of making people happier, which in turn makes the world a better place to live in. And also another aspect of that is in Corteo, we have performers from 17 different countries. And we all work together, whether you're Russian and Ukrainian, American and Russian, Brazilian and South American. We are all working together on a common thing, which is to put on each performance the best show that we possibly can. And that unity of purpose is what brings people together and creates cooperation and creates understanding. So I can't imagine doing it any other way, quite honestly.
Well, let's talk about this new theme show, because I've seen many of them in the past. I'm looking forward to seeing this one. What's this one about?
Well, Corteo was originally created in 2005. The creator of Corteo is an Italian-Swiss theater director and circus director who's called Daniele Finzi-Pasca. And we toured for 10 years in a big top before last year converting the show to an arena format. And Corteo follows the life and the passing of a clown. And Corteo is a take on a funeral cortege, which is a funeral procession. And in the beginning of the show, we see Mauro, who is this character whose life we're celebrating. He's on his deathbed, and he's watching as all of the people from his past, from his life in the circus, are passing before him and paying tribute to him. And what Corteo is rather than dwelling on the passing of someone, it's celebrating their life, and it's celebrating all the characters and people that he met throughout a life and career in the circus. And there's a lot of flashbacks in there. He's a very active participant in imagining his own passing. So it's a very, it's a real character-based piece, and you can really relate to the characters because in Corteo, unlike some of our other shows, the makeup and costumes is not otherworldly. It's really, we see real people on stage, performing real situations and showing, interacting with each other, and it allows the audience in. And the way we've formatted the show as well, we copied what we did in the Big Top, which was to have the audience on both sides of the stage. So if you can imagine a hockey arena, our stage goes along where the ice is, and the ends of the arena are closed off, so it's only the sides of the arena bowl that we share. So you're never that far away from the stage. We've been able to keep a certain amount of intimacy in this production, which is really important since it is such a character-based piece.
It's funny you answer the question I was going to ask because I'm so used to being in the Big Top. I have seen some arena shows, so we still have that intimacy no matter what.
Well, we do in this one, and I think it's one of the great successes of this conversion of this show into the arena is by the format of it, you're never that far away. Now, in Toronto, the Air Canada Centre, that is a very big arena, and there are, the seats way up at the top that you'll still be looking down on the stage on. But what we've managed to do is you're never that far away from the stage. And because the audience is on both sides and our stage, just dominates the center of the arena, you can maintain some of that atmosphere that we find so precious in the Big Top.
Now, I don't want to give too much away, but I mean, the performers, their acrobats, their, gymnasts, their, international performers who are on stage. Can you give me a little hint on some of the special effects that we will see?
Well, it's hard to use a word like special effects now because in cinema, in movies, it has one connotation. What we have is a lot of, I think, stagecraft and stage technology. Because Corteo deals with somebody passing on into the next phase of their life or death, we have a lot of angels in this show. There is a lot of people that are flying constantly, and we have what's called a patience, which is a term we carried over from the Big Top, but it's a system of traveling dollies that go across the top of the stage, and we have 6 of those, so 3 different tracks with 2 dollies on each track, and those are all connected to winch motors, so we can have people flying very intricate patterns across the stage because those dollies go on tracks from one side of the stage to the other, and it allows we use the air as much as we use the stage in this show.
That sounds incredible. How long is the show for?
In Toronto?
No, I mean like the show itself. How long is it? Is it out 2 hours?
It's there's 2 acts of 50 minutes with a 20-minute intermission between them. So all told, you're in there for a little over 2 hours.
Fantastic. So looking forward to this. For folks who want to get information, website, Twitter, all that, where do we go?
Yes, you can go to cirquedusoleil.com. You can always find information about any of our shows there. And you just click on Corteo and then where to get tickets. And that will have all of the show times in there for our run in Toronto.
Looking forward to being at the show. I'm going to be there myself, too. I don't think I've missed a show since, last 15 years, I guess.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. Always looking forward to it. Thank you so much for making time for speaking with me, and thanks for bringing the show to Toronto. What a way to keep that holiday season going with you guys.
Well, you're very welcome.
Thank you again. Take care. Bye-bye.
Okay, take care. Bye-bye.